Yes, so with the supply chain disruptions, I just provided a great example, but I don't know, there are greater technology minds in the room than myself, and I don't know if this even exists. But with a lot of these supply chain challenges we've been having, particularly in Southeast Asia, but really everywhere, is there a supply chain tree that's in existence where members of the profession can provide information like the parent child supplier relationships, quality feedback, sort of a Wikipedia, if you like, for the procurement profession to try and find. Because, of course, the challenge for most people these days, as our global supply chains have been extended, is there could be 4 or 5 levels, and you really don't know who is in that chain. Is there something like that already available where people are sort of building a... No? Pardon? Source map. Estate S got the... Oh, okay, well, it's good. So I think that's, the perfect example of where we could collaborate. And if nobody else here knows that, then could we all work together on completing that? I think the leverage and growth opportunities, we've got some great examples, and Jordan Early from our team often quotes Sitting Mart. And has everyone heard of Sitting Mart? Barcelona based. So they've really turned procurement on its head, and what they've done, and it's extending globally, is to put public contract issues out to the community and ask them to solve it. So things like bike theft in Barcelona, air quality in Moscow. And people then have the feeling that they can contribute ideas rather than a government bureaucrat, no offence Helen and Rob, deciding. They get people who actually know about these issues, solving the problems, and offering the issues. We've talked a lot about winning the war for talent. My favourite saying is that these days we need people who can both walk and chew gum, and we've had a real war for talent. Mr. McCaskill will know all about this. Escalating salaries, declining talent pools or levels of capability. And I think this is another big opportunity for the profession, is to really do an online audit of ourselves. And that's really one of the objectives of Procurious too. We wanted it to be really fresh. We wanted it to look modern. We wanted to attract the next generation of procurement professionals and really put it out there that this is what this profession's about. It's very aspirational. And because we're lacking in talent, I think we've got to try and attract the best lawyers, the best marketers, the best salespeople into the profession. And so, yes, we've got Procurious out there, and if I could say, I do think it looks quite good, but we all need to look at our online presence. Is it fresh? Is it up to date? Because these millennials don't work for the big companies anymore, sorry. They work for bosses, which is probably a great idea when you're starting your career anyway. And how you're perceived online is a big determinant in whether they're actually even going to come and apply for the job. So it's really important that we all really make sure that we're presenting the profession in the best possible light, and that will have the collective benefit of really positioning the profession in the best possible light. A big idea that came out of our executive program in Australia that we run with Melbourne Business School is another example where we could use online media to attract the best talent and really position ourselves in a better light. And that was called PACE, and it was professionals, procurement, what was it? Actually, I think Andrew McCaskill helped them rebrand it, didn't you? It was SACE until you said PACE. Procurement advice for charitable enterprises. And so that's a concept where we could all donate our time using an online system. The approved charities can come in and say, I need to run 3 tenders. Linga might already be doing this, and you help. And the large companies obviously recognise that you're doing this as part of your volunteering. And, so it goes on. So that's, great for millennials, great for our image, and also ticks a few corporate boxes that are required at the moment.